Hello guys, well I'm very pleased to report that the main crankshaft bearing is off the flywheel shaft here. Finally, took a lot of persuasion actually, but in the end, you know, thanks a lot Bob for your recommendation. I did use this large bearing separator. Had to cobble something together. I didn't realise that the puller didn't come with the outfit, so I kind of put something together to turn this into a puller and the separator. What I found that I also needed to do, and you'll see that in the video if you want to watch it, is the lips of the separator were just way too thick, and so I got my grinder out and I just ground them down a little bit just so that they were a little bit sharper, so to speak, so that then when they closed in around the bearing it seemed to do the trick. And the big secret, the most important thing of all, was heat. Getting this off with lots and lots of heat as well. It fought me all the way, actually, coming all the way off that spline. I think it's tapered here, but even then it was right until the end before it actually came off. So you'll see that through my trials and tribulations in the video if you want to watch. But anyway, in a nutshell, it's off. I don't think I'm going to be reusing this, as you can tell, but anyway, that's a pretty big job done, I think, you know, so I'm very pleased to have completed that. Alright, see you later. I may have to do this in 2 passes. So the rollers from the main bearing stayed on the inside ring when I removed the crank from the main cases, which makes it difficult to get this puller behind the rim here. So I'm possibly going to try and pull off the rollers first of all, and then reduce it in size and pull the bearing off. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see if this is going to work or not. And we'll also... Oh yes! Well, something came. No, that didn't work. That's actually the gear puller pulling over the rollers. Yeah, let's try that again. Okay, at least I think I can get a little tighter now anyway. Because I just don't want to damage this puller either. You know, it's got lips on the back. No, it's not working. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to try and get some heat on here, which will expand the bearing, and then tighten this down a little bit more as well behind, because it's on there pretty tight. But we'll try. It's kind of as tight as I can get it for now, but hopefully the heat will allow it to draw off. No, it's done it again. Yep. Not getting down far enough behind the bearing. Still a little slack, isn't it? See what I mean? Can't get those lips behind. Anyway, let's give it a try. Now, it's kind of jumping over the rollers. This might seem a bit of a contraption, but I bought this gear separator from Harbour Freight. Thank you, Bob, I appreciate the recommendation. And of course I bring it home and I realise it needs to work in conjunction with a puller. I actually thought it was part of the same kit. Anyway, so I've sort of jerry-rigged the other puller that I did try just for these pieces here, just to act as a puller. And obviously the jaws of this separator are too wide at the moment, but what I'm going to do is heat up the bearing so that it will expand on the spline here, the shaft, and then I'll start tightening this up just a little bit just to get behind the collar of that bearing, and then when it's good and hot and tight and secure, I'll start pulling back on this puller and hopefully it will finally withdraw this bearing off the shaft. Oh, bloody hell, that's not working at all. Okay, slacking it up. I'm gonna try again afterwards. More WD-40. Hopefully a little tension under there will put some pressure on it. Hopefully that'll be off when I come back from my dinner. I think it's finally coming. Heat, heat, heat. That's the answer. The answer is heat, my friend. The answer is heat. Spent a lot of time just heating that then, and I'm sure the bearings now are coming forward. Nervous about using the puller. Yeah. There it goes. Just going to try and close in behind it, get as much leverage as I can without obviously going onto the crankshaft spline, which I don't think I have. No, I don't think so. I'll just back that off a little to seem a bit close. There we go. Yes. Oh my gosh. That was a little bit more difficult than I expected, but anyway, it's off. It's finally off. And okay, excellent. It's also quite hot. Hot, hot, hot. You can see, I've mashed it quite a bit, but anyway, it's not like I'm going to use the same bearing. And journal-wise, yeah, it's not scored, thankfully, but I'll have someone look at this anyway, so we shall see. But great. Okay, thank you guys for your patience with this, and next job will be to start disassembling this flywheel, taking the cheeks apart, obviously the conrods first of all, and then we'll get into that sludge trap and see what it looks like in there. You know, Murphy's Law is going to be absolutely clean as a whistle in there, but now that we're here, we're going to do that. All right. See you later. Well, that worked.